Hey. All right. So 7 ways, 7 shifts that we can make to really stick to the plan once and for all. So, all right, it's New Year time. We are inundated with all kinds of people talking about healthy stuff, right? Losing weight, all that good stuff. And so I'm not here to be your typical, hey, join this plan, that plan, all that good stuff. I really want to give you guys the tips that you really need to make it all stick. So I do have my cheat sheets. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Erin Moore. I'm the founder of Success with More Nutrition. Used to be plus size clothing, now down to a size 2. And it is now my mission to really bring information to you that I've learned over the years, being a health coach, to help this whole healthy thing be a bit more simple, because we tend to overcomplicate it. And I just want to really bring it to you raw and real, that you can have your cake and eat it too, basically. So I'm typically coming at you live from Michigan today. You're getting a video recording from Florida. So we're in my hotel room. My voice is going. And yesterday I forgot to grab my water. I should just go grab it real quick, but I'll try to manage. But we've been at Disney and my voice is going, so gone, so excuse me. But so, a lot of times I work with people and it's all about this, like, I know what to do, I just have to do it. And that is to some degree correct. And so there's a gap though between our knowledge and our action. And it's not just like, okay, but I really just need to decide to do it. There's some psychological, like, mind shift things that we have to play around with so that it can really stick. So let's go over a few things. Some of these you might have heard. Some of them you haven't even really thought about it this way. So hopefully this will be helpful. This angle's driving me a little bit nutty, so I'm going to change it. All right, so first of all, if you know me at all, you know I am all about, it is not about being perfect at all. Like, throw that junk out the window, okay? So tip number 1 is, allow for the slip-ups. And before I go into that, too, I meant to say, if you want to grab my 31 recipes, I'm giving those away for free. Type recipes or yes in the comments below so I can just send those over to you. I find that just having really awesome recipes and choices that are simple can really help you stick to a better plan. So put that below. But accept the slip-ups. Do you realize that this is the one area that, it's pretty much the only area in life where we don't allow for slip-ups. It's like we make the mistake and we're like, forget it, I give up, I'm not doing this. We totally just toss in the towel. But we make mistakes at work all the time, or mistakes with our, children, other relationships, our husband. We make mistakes, even while driving. Oh man, I got to turn around. I missed my exit. Like, we make mistakes all day long, and we're either going to learn from them. Yes, mistakes can be frustrating, but we learn from them, we grow from them, we make it better. But for some reason, when we decide to eat healthier, we make a mistake and it's the end of the world. So number one tip is accept the slip-ups. Really, this is not a one-time gig. Every single choice of food you have in the day, every second, really, you can be drinking water, you can be eating healthy food, you can be eating crappy food, you can be eating crappy drinks, or you can be, not, right? So every single second, you basically have a new decision to make. It's not a one-time gig. Make a mistake, no problem, do the next. Number 2, stop looking for the perfect plan. Stop looking for the perfect diet, the perfect, we all have well, that one didn't work for me, and this one's working great for my friend Susie. I'm all in. I'm doing this one. 3 days later, well, that one's not working right for me. I'm going to go try this one. It's not that one plan's going to work better for somebody else and not for the other. Yes, there has to be tweaks. It's got to be personalized. But it all comes back to like this kind of stuff. We got to focus on like really shifting so that you can finally like feel comfortable sticking with something. And really, it's all about just being healthier, not having a perfect plan. So stop looking for the perfect plan, new thing to do, all right? Number 3, plan for the temptations. You've got to have a plan of attack. So if somebody shows up tomorrow when you're like, okay, I watched Aaron's video and I'm just ready to give this whirl, and you show up to work tomorrow and somebody walks in with a whole tray of baked goods, you're going to be like, well, it's only day 1. I'm not really in the groove yet. Like, I'll just go ahead and grab it. Or it could be day 50 and you could be like, no, I'm going to eat the whole tray. And to which I would say that's okay. But you'll have to follow me longer to see why. But it's really about just having like an if this, then this plan, okay? So if I'm gonna go to the party, I'm gonna have X amount of glasses of water in between drinks. If I'm going to the pizza shop with the kids' soccer team or out with my friends, I'm gonna order a big salad and then I'm gonna have a slice of pizza at the end, and I'm gonna enjoy every single last bit of it, right? But you're gonna have a plan. If somebody walks in with those baked goods already, you know what? I went ahead and grabbed a stockpile of some healthier treats so that when I'm temptation with everybody else eating the treats, instead of eating the donut, I'm gonna eat this healthier, delicious, yummy treat. You know, like just having a plan of attack, but you have to really think ahead. And part of those slip ups from step 1 is what's going to help you create the if X, then Y plan. If this happens, then I'm going to do this. So when you make the mistake or the slip up, then next time you can have okay, next time I'm going to work on putting this into place so that I'm prepared for that temptation. Just a minute, I dropped my notes. So step number 4 is really going to be determining, is this a hunger feeling or a craving feeling, okay? So a hunger feeling straight up like stomach achy. A lot of times we can go a couple hours and we're like, I'm so hungry, I'm starving. If you haven't gone like days without food, all right, so at least a large portion of the day, right? I'm not saying starving, but hungry, several hours without eating, it's probably not hunger. Like I can feel very hungry, what I say hungry, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, like 30 minutes after I ate something. I'm not really hungry, but I didn't quite hit the spot. So now I'm craving something that I probably shouldn't have. So one thing that I would encourage you to do too is when you get the craving, now give it a name. And the name is whatever emotion is creating it. Are you super taxed at work? So you're stressed out, you know? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you, whatever. Give the craving a name. And then it's not so much as like, okay, I've named it sadness. Now I'm moving on. But now you got to have a list of things to substitute in place of the food. So when I've gotten this emotion and this craving, then I'm going to go have a hot cup of coffee. Hot cup of tea is my thing. Or I'm going to take 5 minutes and color in an adult coloring book. Or I'm going to whatever, right? And then, I don't have time to color an adult coloring book. I'm crazy busy at work and that's why I want to go eat. Well, how long is it going to take you to go eat, right? We can take the 3 minutes, the 5 minutes here or there to like do something to just give something else to do versus the eating of that food and then feeling crappy later and then wanting more of it. Okay. Step number 5 is learn to motivate yourself. So many of us just don't have self-motivation. Here's the biggest way to motivate yourself. Go make a list. Huge list. I mean, free write, set a timer for 10 minutes and write a list of all the reasons, let's say it's weight loss, that you want to lose weight. Why in the heck do you want to lose weight? Include the vanity reasons, because for some reason we feel like if we say, well, I'm going on a beach trip and I want to look hot on the beach, that's not really an emotionally good enough reason. We want to look good. I want to feel good in my clothing. Guys, I used to have adult tantrums because I had nothing to wear that would make me actually look the way I wanted to look, because all I was trying to do was take clothes and cover me up, and it wasn't making me look like a model. Not that I want to be like a model, but you know what I mean? Like, figure out why. Why do you want more energy? Not like I want to be healthier and I want more energy, but then what does that change for you? How do you interact with somebody at the grocery store when you're checking out because you've got more energy and you're not so cranky? Like, the whole world around you changes because you change. Write it all down on paper, and every single morning, read it. And then have a copy that's at your desk, that's in your purse, that's in your pocket, so that when you're feeling really vulnerable, you read it, or at least a few things on your list to get you present to, why do I want to change this? Why do I want to change this? I need to give my throat a break for a minute. If you want those recipes, write yes in the comments below. I'll send you free recipes. And I can feel it getting scratchy. Say hi, guys. Drop in the comments below. Say hi. If you're brand new, say new and put that in the comments below. I want to say hi. But let's keep going. All right, so should have grabbed that water. All right, so number 6, stay accountable. Have someone or a group, but I like both, to be completely raw and real accountable. Man, don't just tell them when the day's been perfect and go silent and MIA for 3 days or 3 weeks when it's not. That's when you need to be accountable the most. Not in a shaming way, but you know what? Totally went up my rocker, ate 8 cookies today, followed it up with some pizza, didn't do my workout, and my gosh, I don't think I've drank water since yesterday. Getting that off your chest to your accountability partner, and I wouldn't even say partner. Find one person, because then if they did bad, then you guys go, oh yeah, we both did bad together, like ha ha ha. I would just have like a person that you're just sending a report to. This is how I did. Be like, hey, I don't even want you to like answer me back. Don't be like, oh, that was okay, or way to go, or good job, nothing. Just like, I'm going to give you a report because I need another like human being to be reporting how I'm doing. And if I want you to report, like answer back, like, hey, I'm just really having a tough day and I can't get out of this slump. Can you help me? Or like, hey, I'm really feeling proud of myself. Feel free to give me some kudos back. I mean, you can set it up any way you want, you know, but having someone outside of yourself, but I'm going to go there in a minute too, because having yourself to account to is good too. Outside of yourself to just give a report, it's crazy how that can shift. All right, crazy how it can shift your what you eat, because you're like, ooh, I'm gonna have to tell somebody about that later. So you go, you know what, I'm not gonna eat it, or you know what, I don't care. But it does change. And then even just accountability to yourself by writing it down is hugely helpful, because then you're like, ooh, I had more splurges in the day than I thought, or ooh, I forgot about that one this morning. Okay, I'm gonna pass this one up. All right. So number 7, last but not least. So before you go, comment yes so you can grab your recipes if you haven't. I know a lot of you guys have them and are enjoying them. But number 7 is strengthen your giving in muscle. Okay? I am all about enjoying your life, having the splurges, not telling yourself no. It's like, hey, don't cross this line. Okay. You're like, my nephew just did that the other day. We went to the zoo. Hey, don't go past this line. And he literally like has to put his toe over, right? So it's about strengthening the giving in muscle. So sometimes we're either one, going to make ourselves feel really guilty because we ate the cookie. Stop it. Go back to step number 1. Avoid, you're allowed the slip ups. But the other thing is, or just not a slip up, just straight up, nope, I'm gonna have the cookie, right? It's not a slip up, just enjoy it. But sometimes we're like, oh, well, I'll just have a bite, right? Just a bite. And that's okay too. But each time you can be like, nah, I'm good. And again, I'm okay with you not always doing this. But Each and every single time you're like, oh, I didn't feel like drinking my water, but I just downed it because I'm on a goal to hit my water. I really wanted the cookie, but I was like, nope, I'm good. I really wanted to give in when my husband said, let's order pizza. And I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to whip up this real quick. Or how about we do this that's better than pizza? Every single time you do that, you strengthen your giving in muscle to where it becomes more and more automatic and way more easy. And then, because you've strengthened that muscle, when they're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to have a cookie. Your guilt level, because you've known you built this strength and you've worked through these steps, your guilt level of having the daggone cookie is not there. Just have the cookie and move on. But in the beginning, we've got to strengthen that giving in muscle. It gives you power each time you do it, which actually brings us right back to step number 1. If you fail, let's say that, right? But really, you're failing forward. You're never failing if you keep trudging along. If you give in and start to feel guilty, go right back to step 1 and accept the slip-ups. This is not about you being perfect. It is not about the perfect plan. It is not about any of that. It's about how many more times can you make a healthier choice versus a not healthier choice. And then maybe that day 1, you only did it for 1% of the day. And now today, you're 2% better. And then tomorrow, you're 80%. But the next day, you drop to 50. You're still like making progress, all right? So give yourself grace, all right? I hope you enjoyed the 10-part series if you're watching this on day 10. If you're like, wait, what? There was a series? Feel free and go back if you would like, but this was kind of the ending to tie it in a bow. We walked through all the just mini steps. We took 9 to 10 days to walk through steps on just how to catapult into the new year. So if you're just now catching this and you want to go back and start putting those into place, awesome. It's not about a 1-day chance, a 1-month chance. It's the beginning of the new year, and I have to do it now. Maybe you start it February 8th because that's just the day you start watching the videos. Take that 10-part series, start getting yourself ready, and then culminate back on this day where it's really not about the perfect plan. Just decide you really want it, remind yourself of why, and go for it. So again, comment below if you want those recipes. Say hi. Please put new in the comments if you're new. I want to say hello. Erin Moore, founder of Success with More Nutrition, plus size clothing, down to a 2-4, paying it forward and giving you all the tips and tricks. Have a beautiful and healthy day. Keep healthy simple. Bye-bye.